At Stevenage July last month, Max Tully achieved a 1 flat NR2x2 average, and he showed me the reconstructions at the Rubik's UK Championships 2025 last weekend, and I'm just going to reconstruct them. So his first solve was a 1.35, and this is the scramble. So he said that there aren't many blocks and it isn't too great, but he saw on red you can attach this, and it also makes a green block, but he saw that if you attach this and then make this, then you can insert this corner and then you get left soon and U prime, which is what he did. But what I told him he could have done, which he didn't, is R prime F prime, insert the corner. Then you could have done U2 and anti-soon to skip AUF. And something else he could have done was to execute it from the back, like U prime F prime, R prime U prime R, and then cancel into anti-soon with the U2 AUF. But he said he doesn't like doing anti-soon like that, and he just prefers doing left soon. So yeah, that was a 1.35, and it was executed at 10.37 turns per second, which is pretty crazy, but not for him. So for the next scramble, he got a 0.91, which ties his best solve of the average. And this was the scramble. And the first thing, when he showed me the recons, the first thing I saw was UR prime into this LEG. And here you can do that, but you can also like cancel into some back alg. But like you could do that, like that. Or do this LEG, which would give no AUF, and it goes like that. But he did this, and he actually told me what James Alonso did. So James did this into this CLL, and then that. What I would have done though is done U2F into this, because it gives no AUF. But Max did a much spammier solution, and if you know 3x3, then you know this H alg, and you can do multiple algs for this. You can do like that or that, but he decided that he can do the one from the back, but on 2x2. So here, because it's U2R, and it's the one at the back. And how I recognise AUF, I'm not sure if he recognises it like this. I recognise it as if this corner twists, and I guess you could also recognise it by this corner that twists. So basically, whichever like that R thing you turn in, them two corner twists. Actually, all of the corner twists. So, yeah. So this was this, and the alg goes like this into a U prime AUF, like that. So the cancellation would look like this, which is it's 11 moves in 0.91 seconds, so it's 12.08 TPS, which is very, very, very good, and I just don't know how you can do that, although it is a very spammable solution. Yeah. So now on to the next scramble. This scramble was a 110, and I think this was one of the scrambles he said he had poor execution on, even though it was 10 TPS. So you can just see this on yellow. You can insert it like this into this case, but you can also do this and you get this CLL case. And the first 3 moves of the CLL is taking the corner out to here. So you can do U, and instead of inserting it, you can actually cancel into bringing the corner out here, and then do a sledgehammer, insert the corner and do a U2. So yeah, I think I'm scrambled. So his full solution was this. So doing this and then sledgehammer and then that. So that was 11 moves, I think, in 1.1 seconds. So that equates to exactly 10 turns per second, which is pretty good for me, not for him. So his next scramble, it was a 0.99, and here's the scramble. And this might have been another one that he said he has poor execution on. I think I miscrambled again. Yeah. So he saw that on white. You can, to make this EG1 face, you can do this and bring the corner and insert it, which gives you this EG1 case. And the first few moves of this alg is this. And you can tell it has no AUF because this bar is aligning. And the alg goes like that. So the cancellation would look like this. And then just solving this case. So so that is 9 moves. And it was 9.09 turns per second, which is still pretty good for me, but not for him. I can't execute that solution. Like, that's the fastest I can probably execute it. For the final solve, it was a 0.91 to clutch the BPA, sort of. This is the scramble. So I found the same solution as him on this. I weren't there though, but he just like showed me it and I found the solution. So on orange you have this face and you can insert the corner with a U2 and you actually get this CLL case, and both he and I main this alg for it. But we both know the same alternate algs. And this one is just the inverse of this case, which is pretty nice. So the alg goes like this, and you can tell the AUF by this corner. So you take this corner out and then insert it, and then it's sort of this 2CLL where you do a hedge slammer and then insert the corner and do a U. The full solution, because you have a cancellation into doing this, so the full solution is RUR prime, and you insert this corner, then you do a hedge slammer and cancel into insert this corner, do a UAUF, and that is a very spammable solution. But and it was 14 moves in 0.91 seconds. So it was 15.38 turns per second, which is mental. So yeah, I know it's a bit late, but congrats to Max on this average, and goodbye.